I'm Kat with a C.
And I'm Kat with a K.
And this is
Two Cats in a Movie.
An end of an era has arrived with Jurassic World Dominion premiering this month. So we thought we would review all of the Jurassic movies.
Jurassic Park. The movie is loosely based on the book Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. While the characters in the movie differed greatly from those in the book, we could not imagine a better choice of actors to play them. Hammond is played by Sir Richard Attenborough, and he portrays him as being lovable and misguided. However, in the book, Hammond is a little bit more of a jerk. So we very much thank Santa Claus for picking up the mantle to give us such a wonderful Hammond. Sam Neill and Laura Dern made a fun and playful pair as Dr. Alan Grant and Dr. Ellie Sattler, which of course, in the book, they are not a couple. But in the movie, it was a nice touch to add this element of romance between them and the ever-comparable Jeff Goldblum as our smart and sexy Dr. Ian Malcolm. That little love triangle just added the tiniest bit of extras. Now, our human elements that are, well, the bad guys. Nedry, played by Seinfeld nemesis Wayne Knight. Oh, without Nedry's serious greed in the book and in the movie, none of the carnage would have ever happened. But then again, if B.D. Wong's character of Dr. Wu had never cracked the genome, none of it would have happened either. So we thank Dr. Wu for being blinded by I can and not thinking about should I to bring us such a wonderful story as Jurassic Park. Now, the cinematography was breathtaking, and with a location like Hawaii, how could it be anything else? The CG and animatronic dinosaurs were seamlessly switched between to create terrifyingly brilliant prehistoric creatures. Thank you, ILM, for pioneering this. All of this carnage is harmonized together with John Williams' brilliant score. And as great as the movie is, let's face it, the book is better. So we give Jurassic Park 5 out of 5 paws. Of The Lost World, Jurassic Park. Now, this film is also loosely based on a book by Michael Crichton called The Lost World. Jeff Goldblum returns as Ian Malcolm. He's the sexy main character and the comic relief all rolled into one. Lots of new characters in this one, but let's just focus on a few of them. Julianne Moore joins the cast as Ian's love interest, Sarah Harding. This romance exists only in the movie, not the book. Because no movie is complete without a little romance. Now, I found Sarah Harding's character arrogant and annoying, but coming face to face with how dangerous these dinosaurs really are did humble her just a little bit. Good job, Julianne Moore. Vince Vaughn's eco-warrior Nick Van Owen was a great character. He's not a bad guy, but just happens to cause a lot of problems for us. Just as Nedry's greed caused the carnage of Jurassic Park, it's Nick's idealism that causes the chaos of the Lost World. Now for a bad guy, Hammond's nephew, Peter Ludlow, played by Arliss Howard. He is blinded by the money he could make instead of seeing the danger of bringing the greatest predators to ever walk the earth home to where the people live. His arrogant way of thinking that dinosaurs are like any other animal in a zoo mirrors Hammond's attitude in the first book, Jurassic Park. It was a nice twist to pull a new character out of an old one. The Lost World script would not win a Best Adaptation Oscar, but it still did a good job giving us the excitement and action of the book. I thought it was a very interesting choice to use Hammond's own company as the bad guys instead of the actual bad guys from the books, a rival company called Biosyn. I'm beginning to wonder if they really did bring dinosaurs back and that they all live in Hawaii, because of course that's where we're filming again. But it is a beautiful place, so I see the attraction. He's back, and he never ceases to amaze. John Williams composed the beautiful score that ties this terrifying tale together. So we give The Lost World Jurassic Park 5 out of 5 paws.
Jurassic Park 3. This film is not loosely based on a Michael Crichton book because he didn't write a third Jurassic book. So we finally come to an original script that does a great job of bringing back the old things we love along with adding some new elements. Instead of bringing back sexy comic relief Ian Malcolm to brave the shores of Isla Sorna again, we kidnap Dr. Alan Grant. Of course, Sam Neill makes a great leading man, just not a super funny one. So they brought in a wonderful supporting cast, including hilarious William H. Macy and Michael Jeter. They also gave Dr. Grant a dashing assistant to be just a little bit more reckless than everybody else. Enter Billy Brennan, played by handsome Alessandro Nivola. And in true Jurassic fashion, there are always children along for the ride. However, Eric Kirby just happens to be the center of this Jurassic escapade. Without his killer survival skills, our second trip to Isla Sorna would have been far more depressing. Good job, Trevor Morgan. There's an extreme plot hole in this script. I have never understood why they chose to bring back both Ellie and Dr. Grant but not have them together. It seems an odd choice to me considering that by the end of the Jurassic Park, Grant actually likes kids and that was the whole obstacle in their relationship. And clearly, Ellie and Grant are still very close. It is thanks to Ellie's husband, who works for the State Department, that we get off the island, but it's not like they came in and saved our lives. They're just picking us up and taking us home. I think we could have thought of a better way to get us off the island that had Ellie and Alan as a couple. This has always puzzled me, but I digress. In the original Jurassic Park book, there are a list of 14 different species of dinosaurs. Pterodactyls are among them. And it's nice to know that they finally show up along with a terrifying new dinosaur in this third film. Let's talk raptors for a second because no Jurassic film would be complete without them. These Isla Sorna raptors are no dummies. They track us, trap us, and just plain scare us to death. Thanks for making my nightmares more real. What can I say? Hawaii is a beautiful place to film, and of course, we're back there for a third time. So much to explore and so many dinosaurs to run from. The wonderful John Williams composed the original Jurassic Park theme song, which is used in every single film and will always be a part of tying together this terrifying world. But Don Davis composed the new score for this third film. So we give the third Jurassic Park movie 4 out of 5 paws.
Jurassic World. Coming back into the world of Jurassic Park after a 14-year gap, we certainly had high expectations, and those expectations were met with roaring success. We find John Hammond's dream of a dinosaur park thriving. But as Ian Malcolm always says, nature will find a way. We have an accomplished new cast to start off the next generation of Jurassic. We have Owen Grady, Raptor Wrangler, portrayed by Chris Pratt. Chris brought humor and mad skills to Owen's character. Next, we have Bryce Dallas Howard as the completely organized Claire Deering. Bryce brought elegance and tenacity to Claire's character, and the chemistry between Bryce and Chris was electric. No Jurassic movie would be complete without putting children we love in danger. Enter Claire's nephews, Zach and Gray, who are skillfully portrayed by Nick Robbins and Ty Simpkins. Now, we do have one familiar face. B.D. Wong is back as Dr. Henry Wu, the man with the God complex. Throwing this cast of characters together with just some dinosaurs wasn't going to cut it. We needed a great script, and that's exactly what Colin Trevorrow and his colleagues gave us. This movie is full of new ideas, like training raptors and creating scarier new dinosaurs. But it also pays homage to the original Jurassic Park movie in lots of fun ways. And giving us a raptor to fall in love with was truly inspired. We love you, Blue! We are once again on the beautiful island of Hawaii to film, but to be perfectly honest, I'm getting a little tired of the island. It would be nice if they mixed it up and gave us some new locations, but in all fairness, this is where it all started, so I digress. The pacing of the movie was sublime, and there were scares in all the right places. All of this was accompanied by a wonderful new score composed by Michael Giacchino. We laughed, we screamed, we jumped, and we cried. All in all, it was definitely worth the 14-year wait. So we give Jurassic World 5 out of 5 paws. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. The dinosaurs are back, but they are in grave danger. A volcano is fixing to return their status to extinct. Owen and Claire are also back, being portrayed again by the talented Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. However, we find them in very different places. Owen is out in the middle of nowhere, building himself a wonderful cabin, while Claire is tirelessly fighting to save the dinosaurs with some new faces. Justice Smith and Daniela Pineda join our cast as Franklin Webb, our tech genius, and Zia Rodriguez, our paleo veterinarian. Justice was a wonderful comedic relief, and Zia brought a great snarkiness to the movie. Our new child in danger is Maisie Lockwood, portrayed by the talented Isabella Sermon. However, Maisie has a secret that puts a fun twist on things. B.D. Wong is back as Dr. Henry Wu, who just can't seem to learn his lesson. He has once again created a deadly dino, this time smaller and more intelligent. Will he ever learn? I really don't think he will. Then there was a wonderful surprise, the return of Dr. Ian Malcolm to once again warn us that dinosaurs with people is asking for trouble. Jeff Goldblum really embodies this character, and we love him for it. This script is full of marvelous on-the-edge-of-your-seat scares and heart-wrenching moments. But there are also some plot holes and just forced ideas. While the volcano and Hammond's partner are briefly mentioned in Michael Crichton's original book, neither have ever been mentioned in the movies, and we feel like they were a bit of a stretch to be the pivotal plot movers. There's also a terrifying chase scene with the new Indoraptor. Owen causes havoc at the auction with the Pachycephalosaurus, that was a fun touch, to make sure the Indoraptor doesn't escape the building. He is left alone in the room with the caged dinosaur and several large guns. Why didn't he kill it then and there? And if he didn't want to kill it, why didn't he tranquilize it? The whole sequence didn't make a lick of sense. The pacing of the movie was impeccable as always and accompanied by a lovely score composed once again by Michael Giacchino. Overall, it was a fun film, even if the storyline didn't completely make sense. We give Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom 3 out of 5 paws. Jurassic World Dominion. It's time for Jurassic Park to meet Jurassic World. Enter our original cast, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, B.D. Wong, and Laura Dern. All 4 of these actors are extremely accomplished and talented. Now let's look at our Jurassic World staples, Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Isabella Sermon. Here we have 2 accomplished actors and a great up-and-comer. One more important character, Dotson, who's being portrayed by a new actor, the ever-charming Campbell Scott. You'd think with this auspicious cast and their array of dino survival skills, this would be the best Jurassic movie yet. Unfortunately, this is not the case. The things we liked about the script are the nostalgia, new dinosaurs, and seriously upping the scare factor. We jumped and flailed. It was so scary. I'll never go underground again. But there are too many nonsensical storylines, and they added woke feminism. Let's look at the woke feminism first. Why on earth is a paleobotanist studying locusts? Dr. Ellie Sattler studies extinct plants, not extinct animals. And the only reason Dr. Ellen Grant is in the story is because she wants him to be a witness and her purse holder. Then you have Maisie being able to somewhat control Beta, Blue's baby, when Maisie has only interacted with this raptor once before. Okay, now for some plot problems. In the movies, InGen have always been the bad guys, wreaking havoc with whatever they touch. What seems like a new company, Biosyn, is actually the original bad guy from Jurassic Park. Dotson is the original character who gives Nedry the shaving cream can. The problem here is what happened to Ingen? And how did Dotson end up running the company? Too many questions. Now for something completely out of left field, Maisie is supposed to be the product of her grandfather losing his daughter in a car crash. We clearly state this in Fallen Kingdom. But all of a sudden, Catherine Lockwood is a scientist who worked at Jurassic Park, who wanted a baby so bad she created a clone, and then cured an incurable disease in that clone. It's like the writers think their audience is stupid and won't notice. We could go on and on, but we already taken up enough of your valuable time. So we give Jurassic World Dominion 2 out of 5 paws.
We hope you enjoyed our show. Tell us what you thought in the comments below.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and share.
And until next time, keep searching for the perfect pick.